but he's been very, very consistent, which is really what you want to see from your stand-in.
Yeah, absolutely. And for Chaos, I think it works well for their own particular position. So let's see how well they'll be able to do here on T side. They did pick the T side start actually, so definitely an area of confidence coming out from the Chaos camp. They go to the pistol round again. Utility in for Vanity and Jonji. Nades up, and Wiz will get the opening kill actually. A good headshot to open up the round here. RBG taking away a lot on that setup actually. The flash and the smoke is completely gone.
A nice start to come out from the RBG. Wiz just going for a bit of an aggressive peek towards the mid position. But look how passive they are. They've gone back really deep into the side. 2 players playing in pit. This is going to be a bait and switch setup.
Swing out from Jumanchu, takes that face in, does some damage, sees that player dropping down, does manage to get that headshot in the end. Second flick back to the second player. Good shooting from the IGL, and looking back for even more taps up received. Oh, Jumanchu! Accurate as anything, on for the quadrant. Now Wiz trying to take the swing, and Ra's going to be completely blind, allowing Jumanchu an easy frag. Perfect flash from Walco, and RBG picked the pistol round.
Okay, and they didn't even need to use that setup. I actually really like that, though, coming out from RBG. So Jumanchu's sort of strafing his way around that pit position, and Wiz is just left hidden. So what that means is that if Jumanchu gets traded, and let's just say they plant for the default position, it allows Wiz to sort of swing out or slow peek his way in, and just they have no idea that he's there, but that wasn't even necessary. Jumanchu tapping away with 4 kills in the pistol. Some really nice headshots there to come through, and RBG, well, they start things off on the right foot, Jay.
Yeah, nice way to kick things off for the CT camps. Obviously, the force spike coming in from Chaos, no bomb plant secured, so there'll be Tech 9s and Eagles and such. CZ even thrown into the mix here for Zephyr with a P250 or Vanity, the weakest player in terms of the weakest weapons. Flags out, Jumanchu, of course, will take down Lee for the opening kill here. Personally, from Pony does catch one. Jumanchu able to clean up Zephyr as well. 2 standing now for the T side. Bomb dropped in the open. RBG cleaning house here on the conversion.
Oh, so many kills through that CT smoke, and it's down to Wrath again to sort of see if he can clutch out the round. And Bomb's not in his control. Oh, 1 versus 5, Deagle and Armor. RBG can rotate everyone over to B. Wrath just seeing if he can get maybe a kill or 2. Out to the pillar position. Has been seeing a little bit of damage onto Pony. There's the headshot to come through. He ends up getting a couple of kills. Not bad from Wrath in this situation, Jay.
Followed to construction for the CT contact. They already extended towards the corner, keeping his eyes on the main cross. Back turn, easy for Jumanchu to get that 3K of his own, right? So upgraded pistols can come through. I mean, the SMGs and most of the players out there. I mean, good Eagle shooting at the very least. Able to take most of these players out of dodge. Wrath, for a minute, he might have looked like he was on for the clutch. In the end, he doesn't actually manage to make it happen. 2 rounds for RPG. And I think Wrath has bought an AK with that money, actually. Yeah. I think they might have to force around him here.
Well, no, they're not going to force around. They're just going to half buy it. So Wrath will just be on a Mac 10 next round because they're on what? 2,900 loss bonus. If they get a bomb plant, great. If they don't, he can just be on a Mac 10 while the rest of them get AKs. They're doing this kind of buy up to see if they can take some damage away, do some economical damage to this CT side. They'll never expect an AK. Oh, no. That sucks.
Of all the weapons to get naded, it had to be the AK, didn't it? Oh, that's
no one's got
upsetting.
armor either.
Yeah, aim punch really going to hurt Zephyr, who is entrusted with the big rifle. Hex will get the kill on Lee. Further nades up against Jonji, and Zephyr also takes damage. They can't catch a break, can they, Chaos?
And Nade's certainly doing work. Zephyr's going to try his best luck with that AK, but the aim punch and the MP9 just keep finding kills. So much damage coming out from the SMGs. And in the end, a nice, easy cleanup. Unfortunate, to say the least, for Wrath. He was thinking, right, let's go AK and armor. We'll see if we can do something. Wow, I think he's going to drop a pistol over to Vanity and take the AK instead, Jay. What a nice guy, Vanity. He's done the unthinkable. He's given his teammate an AK.
I mean, Wrath is top for his team. Oh, I mean, apparently he's got his priorities. The Eagles set in for the IGL. AK set for the Chaos Esports Club. Incendiary is coming through. Nades up and down. Molotov's down. Wrath will take a lot of damage. 70 points of health. Evasive in the CT, and Rob actually not going to make much good here with that AK. So unfortunately, a bit of a waste there for Vanity. He might be regretting his decisions down that banana face. RBG have once again kicked this on with a frag. And this is looking really similar to the way things went down on that on that New England Whalers series. Like, you know, the clear underdogs are getting a good start here on CT side and not allowing Chaos any room to breathe.
Wiz getting a bit of information. Big shot, though, coming out to Vanity to find the response. The H's, though, continue to do damage. Oh, Zeppa's just pushed through the long smoke and tearing down Wolko, and that's got to hurt for the CT side. And they're going to push into Library. Look at this from Zeppa. He's now going to start to backstab the CT side as they take the bomb side.
Hexed overwhelmed there with the contact taken by the Chaos Camp. John G will go full into Jumanji at least. That's the AK picked up and put to heads here on the T side, but RBG off the back of that kill will just opt to save the weapons that they have in play. They've got a bit of cash. They can force around these weapons. Of course, drops coming in from Jumanji as well are plausible. And they'll concede that first round back to the Chaos ECT side. A brilliant start coming in from RBG though for the moment. So, you know, they can be happy with what they've done so far here.
Yeah, certainly can do. You've got to think, like, the last few rounds have kind of just been, right, let's get these MP9s to do as much damage as possible so we can farm up our money. And Jamanchu and Pawnee just realized in that situation, you know, it's not really worth us going for it. Let's just hold on to it. We can buy an AWP for Wiz. I mean, he can even buy himself if he wants to. So Chaos, they get onto the board, Jay, and it's been a little bit reckless, to say the least, from Chaos, at least in the early round. Up towards Banana, it seems like RBG are doing a really good job in terms of contesting at least HP advantages. And Wiz with that orb, where's he going to take it? Looks like it's going to be over towards a B site with the rest of his teammates.
Yep. Incendiary's down. Looking forward for the Molotovs as well. The nades up and the smoke's coming in. Do some damage towards Raph. He's got a smoke set and we'll just push that up immediately to extinguish the flames put up there by the CT side. RBG taking some damage back from the Molotovs being put down. Nades on Raph's position. Second one follows suit, tagged him to 5. And Zeppa will get Walker at least for a frag back, but his teammates are very heavily tagged up. Trades us Zeppa. Jumanchu will get Zeppa to 4. Raph taking some very aggressive peaks. Needs to be careful how he takes this challenge.
Oh, I tell you what, Jumanji wants to try and push through this smoke, and Jonji tries to go for a walk out through the apartment and has to deal with Hex. Now it's Leaf's time to jime, and now it's down to one player. Wiz with the AWP, he's got 2 players to deal with, and there he is, climbing his way into a 3K. What a hole from Wiz. And RBGJ, they are coming out to play on Inferno.
100% win rate in 6 maps. So maybe this might be a bit more of a decent map for them as we expected. I mean, one thing we forgot to mention about Chaos is the fact that they've got a lack of a win rate on this one. You know, they've only been able to take maps against the likes of Fury and Mythic, both of which you know are obviously, you know, one team's a lower level team, the other one is, of course, you know, a team that aren't particularly proficient on Inferno. So for Chaos, like, actually, this is a relatively weak map for them. Maybe RBG have found a way to work into this this veto a bit more than we expected.
Maybe a little bit of a mistake, in all honesty, from Chaos. I mean, maybe playing Vertigo might have been a bit of a better challenge than playing RBG on Inferno, where they're undefeated. But it is RBG's map pick, so you can sort of make a statement about that. 11-0 for Jumanchu, the in-game leader, who, honestly, like, statistically, has been struggling across of the last few series that RBG have been playing in IEM New York. So good to see that he's really stepping up in the early stages.
Second mid-control here for Chaos. Lack of main weaponry coming through. The PT-50's in, the Eagles and the Tech-9. And the AK over on Leaf, playing into the boiler position. It's Wiz and Orp. Looking down from the A site. Smoke's down. Coming in from the T side will try to block off his position. At least Chaos will be able to isolate one of those individuals. Counter flash coming in from the CT side though. No player evaded it. This comes up with that sword drop draft. Misses the second player as Epic around the corner. Gets to pick back. Wilco on side. And the pistols have overwhelmed the defensive. Jumanchu gets to the 2-on-2. That nade doesn't even take down Vanity. He evades it at 1 point of health. And Leaf in pit has turned it to 1. Pony left alone. Further nades up. Vanity still evades all that. I can't believe Chaos support is from this situation now. And the M4 can't seem to find the player in the back. Finally, he gets that kill. Vanity playing passive. Pony's tagged up for 1 point of health. Surely Vanity doesn't clutch this.
It's all a matter of timing. He's waiting for Vanity to swing out, and Vanity's been able to see him. M4 against M4. Who's going to be able to win this out? Vanity is going to win the 1 versus 1 on 1 HP. Oh my goodness. And Jay, we didn't mention it in the pregame, but we have mentioned it time and time again for RBG. They have been one of the weakest teams when it comes to the anti-ecos, Jay. They have lost God knows how many over the course of IEM New York. It's got to be 10 plus. And that one right there, oh, there was hardly any upgrades from the T side.
I can't believe Vanity hits that flick as well. Like,
yeah.
Wow, 1 point of health. He kept that round together for Chaos. And RBG finally getting slapped back into reality. Eco coming through for them. Not enough money to go back into this one, but they can afford rifles in the follow-up round here. Orb Vanity will chime in first to get hexed. Walco will find John G, so they're trying to find anti-eco in their own right. So, Wallbang putting it with a right bag. Zephyr barely holding on to the kills against the next couple of players. Last player left in Luiz. 1v3 for him. 3 do stay alive for the Chaos side. A bit of damage being taken, though, by them. The stacking from the city camp does work well.
Still decent damage. There's no doubt about it. And, you know, we have the discussion, Jay, especially for some of the lower ranks. Kind of experience can they learn from an event like this? I think RBG, it's the amount of anti-ecos being lost is just a ridiculously high amount, and you now think that that 1 round can start to sort of kickstart Chaos into establishing a really strong T side now. Going up towards the top of Banana, it's very, very quick. He's with the AWP. The utility's done some early damage, but a jumping Mac 10 is going to find the head of Wiz.
And Ras AK finds the head of Jimanchu next. Damage being done to Pony, they know roughly where he is. Spraying through to the common pre-fire positions, especially over to the cross position. I'll be able to find the overall kill, but Pony is tagged up very heavily. 5-on-3 scenario for Chaos. Obviously, they can play their own pace at this stage because they have forced the issue back on RBG. When the execute comes through, they will have all that they need to work with.
Gamble stack towards this B bomb site in RBG's favor, and considering the situation they're in, it's probably the best position. The only way that this round has just got no way of being close is if they bring the bomb to the A bomb site.
Turning away, playing anti-flash for Walco. 40 seconds to the clock. Pony's taking a forward face at this stage. Smoke's down, there's Hexed, taking out Vanity, finally going to open up the round here for RBG. They're going to counter flash and rotate back out to the A site, having drawn all the attention towards B. RBG won't be able to rotate very quickly. Plant will be secured. And a retake that they'll probably go ahead and stave on here, I imagine, for the CT side.
Yeah, look, it's probably beneficial. You've got to think the man advantage going the way of the T side. The rotations are so slow. Just hold on to the weapons. Just bring them into the next round. You'll be able to force going into the next anyway. 2 players that are staying alive can drop over to Jamantu and Wiz. There's not a great amount of money over on this CT side, so at least holding on to an AWP and a couple of M4s is the right decision. And Chaos, though, good call from Vanity to be able to just gamble, rotate over to that A bomb site. We saw 3 players there, all 3 players alive over at B. They draw in the utility, they start the rotation, and A is just completely undefended.
Still forced to turn around to the Chaos EC side. All 4 staying alive as well from that post-plant position, so the Corps, the AKs will stay in play. The utility brought down to, you know, the minimal reinvestment they require. John will have to reinvest, obviously, with the rifle being dropped on his part. Well, Mac 10 really is what he lost, but he gained mostly out of it. A lot of value coming in from that weapon for the Chaos side, so good work so far. Casualties are appropriate. And the 2 players that got taken out for RBG are not going to buy around these rifles, so this will be a very broken round coming in from from the CD camp. AWP focuses fire for Hex, but gets forced back by Zephyr. Spray through, minimal damage done to the T side, and he's on 16 health.
Gotta be honest, Jay. I'm a little bit surprised they didn't force it. Going for a bit more of a safer approach, they'll know they'll get a rifle round into the next. But with a safety in AWP and M4, you would expect that they would go for some sort of force investment. But they've decided against it. A low-H player of Hex is going to now chuck the AWP over to Wiz. Unfortunately, Wiz doesn't have any armor, so this is going to make his job a little bit more difficult. But Brackets control coming through, and the CTs want to retake short.
And Wiz will play that AWP hyper aggressive. I mean, they haven't got much to lose here. Flashes over, smokes go down. They don't catch anyone towards that short position. The counter flash will come through now. It misses actually on Wiz. We can get that kill. Donji with a frag. USB of Hex pushes forward and gets the boilerplate. Playing back from the player now to press towards bench. Or for Vanity comes through. Wrath there to support it. Wolko turns around to a 2-on-2 as he gets the backstab together. And Lethal catch Pony. Vanity needing that support. The bomb's out towards T-spawn though. 40 seconds. Wolko's on rotation. Their best play right now is to go back, pick up the bomb, and rotate to B.
I'll tell you what, really decent damage coming out from RBG. There almost seemed like there was a moment there, Jay, that they could have converted the round. Now, 1 versus 2, things are going to be a little bit more difficult. Vanity dropping that AWP by the looks of things. I'm just going with the pistol. Wolko. I mean, you might as well go for it, right? They're gonna buy into the next round as it is. There's an opportunity to go and pick up an AK and just save, but I reckon go for it. See if you can make it possible, but no. You know what? It's gonna be the safer approach again. He gets an AWP, so you know what? That's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, I think if he had the AK, it probably would have been more viable, but with that AWP option, it makes more sense because, you know, it could open the opportunity for even better buys. You know, double AWP setup, for example, for the RBG side, which we have seen in minimal amounts from them so far in this tournament, but you know, we saw how effective it was on Inferno in the last series, so let's see how RBG will play it out with the CT side. Yeah, Walker just looking to hold on to this weapon. Vanity's going to get away with a no rifle. Actually, he does refine that AWP back towards the T-spawn. Didn't throw it out of bounds, so well placed from him. Walker will be able to get away alive. They can't afford that second AWP on Hex. You're going to pass that off towards Wiz immediately. They're not even going to buy into that second AWP, actually. Just Walker holding on to the M4. Diffuses in, and the AUG goes out for Hex instead.
Yeah, they're a team that haven't really run double AWPs often at all. I think when we saw them on Train against Team 1 and Mythic, they ran it a few times on Pony as the secondary AWP player, but it wasn't something that was done very often. Chaos, even a MAC-10 coming in for John G. There's really no reason why he has to invest into a MAC-10, but realizing that the economy is low, there's probably not a lot of players with head Kevlar, and that's the right decision. There's only 3 players without head Kevlar.
It's on Wiz, 25 HP. That Molotov's going to burn him down. He doesn't get taken out by Zephyr, but Hex comes up with those 2 frags. He turns on towards the apartments, and Leaf will be able to drop in 3v3 now. Nade back was Clubby. Jamanchu's low, but it lands a bit short. In the end, the Nade snacks it up from the other 2 players. Wrath will catch that frag. And now RBG, a man disadvantage for the retake. Will they approach this? I'm going to get Pony into position. Walker looking back to the backlines. The Molotov's in will force him back away from Moto. Taps up from the AKs as well. Might give away some positions, but Pony will start swinging in. They are running out of time here. They've got kits on their players. Pony's got the utility, though, so he's got to try and draw attention away from his teammate. Try to siphon up positions. Pony comes up against Vanity. Okay, now the retake really is on, but the graveyard position from Rav is not checked. Gets taken out, smoked down. Needs to get towards that bomb right here, and Pony just can't find it. Can't get an isolated position. Nade on towards the Doja spot. Actually, might be able to catch them in the blast. And I think they'll get all 5 casualties here against Chaos. Leaf will just stay alive at this one. So a very expensive round here for the T side.
Yeah, look, it still is. And, you know, we like to make, like, bad puns, Jay. You know, like Rampage on a Rampage and what have you. But honestly, like, Chaos live up to their name. They are a team, especially on the T side, that create a lot of chaos. They're a very aggressive team, probably one of the most aggressive teams in NA. And we see exactly in that round. They take Brackets control really, really quickly. They try and force some immediate gunfights out from the apartments in the short commitment. 6-4 after what was a 4-1 start. Chaos have been able to win 5 rounds in a row and really start to build up the momentum. Banana control coming through. Easy as that for the T's.
I'm surprised they didn't take down Vanity. He was up high in the open. I guess the flashbang really caught the CT's blind as well as the T-side forces. The 5-on-2 scenario, I should say. Hex will go down next up. The 2 picks towards the banana control, not traded back by the CT side. And now they smoke up the long position. Can walk right on towards the A site. All presence taken away. They stacked into banana, and RBG will not get away with a round.
Hold on to the weapons, and look, they tried to take control. We've seen RBG over the course of the last 3 series in IEM New York, Jay. They've been a team that's been very passive on CT side, don't normally take a lot of map control, or at least deep map control away from their opposition when they're on T, or when they're on CT, I should say, for RBG's sake. But that round right there, they go for an aggressive take, and it just literally shut down immediately. Leaf able to try and take down Walco. There is a trade. There's 2 trades, but that is all that's going to go the way of the CT side. Chaos are really starting to come into their own. And for RBG, this is kind of what we expected of them to struggle against.
Yeah, it's that aggression you mentioned, obviously, the pun included as well. I don't know if you realised that, Blake, but then the team that causes the most chaos.
I realised it.
In the North American scene. So it was intentional. Okay, I get that.
Oh,
Fair
definitely.
Enough.
Yeah, absolutely. They're always intentional.
All right, well, absolutely, mate. Half-Bike coming in from the RBG side. They forced the issue back in that last round. The money stake enabled them to do that and actually get a pretty decent force buy for it. So I respect the decision coming in from RBG, but obviously in this round, it doesn't give them many options. Half-Bike out, Pony first to fall. Here on the banana contact, it will be Raft to push up aggressive. See that smoke coming in, going to try and challenge the pre-fire position for Jumanchu. Smoke out across where Jumanchu is actually holding from, and actually not push forward for it. If they get that kill, I mean, even if they rush him, they can probably be able to overwhelm with a numbers game. Pistols out towards the mid-control, doing damage, and they do get Zephyr at least for a trade, but unfortunately, they won't get the rifle back. It's way too far away.
Raph trying to tap up to this B-bomb site. A couple of easy kills coming through for the T's. B-bomb site's completely open up. They can just bring the bomb through now. Wiz, last one left, over to the apartments. A P250 has got 1 kill in the round. If he can get any more, that would be fantastic, but you've got to expect for Chaos. There's not really any need for them to go hunting, Jay. No one's got a MAC-10 or any kind of SMG, so the kill bonus isn't really sort of there, or at least there to take in an advantage angle. But yeah, they don't need to hunt this, so we should just be able to hold on to this P250, unless he wants to try and take the fight to them. Wants to save it.
I don't think this is a save per se. I think it's just more of just hoping that they make their way back to T-spawn via the side entrance. So the P250 can get a frag back.
Are they going to do that? They don't have to hunt, so they can just stay towards the bottom of Banana and not push any further forward. I mean, you can see Chaos, 3 players in Banana. They are going to end up pushing further forward. So, you know what? That play did end up doing a little bit. Unfortunately, Jonji didn't go down. He got dinked in the process, but it wasn't enough to be able to find that conversion kill, Jay. Ooh, a double AWP. Here we go.
Okay, I wanted to see this coming out a little bit earlier from them, but it will still come through regardless. Now, Pony and Wiz taking the utility hit for the early part of things. The smoke will go down, however, from the CT spawn. Nice cover to allow the mid push to come through from Walco. Take a look at it straight to the second in control. And see 2 T-side players. She'll get that frag. The aggression may work out with the CT forces, but Raph and Jonji hold presence and kills. 4v3 scenario. And the AWP looking in from Wiz to the apartments will try and keep Chaos away, but they've backed off of their own accord.
And it hurts because it looks so nice. It looks like the perfect change-up for RBG. They smoke down, cover themselves up from the mid players. They flash their way into second mid. This player's blind, and Chaos still come out on top in terms of the man advantage. Pony taking a little bit of tag damage down to 52 points of health towards the top of Banana, being the solo B player. Now a rotation is going to come through for Jumanchu, and I think now they may gamble stack up this A bomb site. Looked like it was going to be an option. But it's really got to come down to Wiz to do the damage on the side.
AWP was focus fire here towards the short control. Eventually falls back up as he rotates towards mini pit. The incendiary is coming through. Beats up in and takes that frag. Where's the sneaker killing? Jumanchu's still close to the site with the smoke. They haven't checked this angle. For the bomb plant on default, you could deny it, faking it out. He does pop out in the end. Roth getting that kill back, leaving Pony alone. Good effort there from Jumanchu. It possibly could have been an opportunity for them, but the fact that he was unable to connect that is, of course, going to cost them on the RBG side. Either way, Chaos, good execution once again. 9-4, and well, RBG posted up a good early game, but ever since Chaos got this sequence of rounds together, they have looked so confident.
Well, the thing is, you talk about the early game. They were up 4-1. They were looking really good. Jumanchu was 11-0. He's now 12-8, Jay. So he's got 1 kill in like the last 8 rounds or so. It's been a really tough time for him. And, well, they're going to try and see if they can take that AWP out of play. There it is. Do they want to pick it up? Oh, Georgie actually goes down to the flames. So they do a bit of damage to the T side, but with only a couple rounds left in the half, it's not going to make the biggest of differences in the world. They'll be able to buy no matter what.
Yeah, they got several players on 10k post-buy, so they could afford the AWP if they wanted to. They didn't even need to pick that up in the construction area. So Chaos are in a good economical situation. Damage is only going to do so much for RBG. They needed a round win, and they didn't get it, so it is what it is. They'll take a tactical timeout for this next round, though. They have got the potential for a pretty good force buy, but I imagine a half investment is the most appropriate call for the CT camp. You know, they get the rifles out for the 15th. Chance available, of course, to turn a 10-5, which is recoverable. It will be difficult, but it will be recoverable regardless for RBG. Think about their potential in this map up. And that's what they'll opt to do. A couple of players investing into upgrade pistols. Kevlar, a little bit of utility. Let's see what they can do in the round.
Now, they just need to slow down that momentum. Honestly, that's got to be RBG's goal here. Ooh, this is very aggressive from Wiz, and I don't think Kennedy even saw an outline of him. Straight spam, straight kill, and, well, straight way in, I suppose, for a 10th round. Already the opening man advantage being found. A lot of map control towards the top of Banana. Now Wilco's going for an aggressive play, and Vanity finds 2 easy picks.
Yep, nice easy with mid control. You see their dead bodies lying in the outer brackets entrance. I mean, it's not really going to be much from the resistance of RBG. Raft at the edge of the smoke, or rather, Jumanchu at the edge of the smoke being drawn down by Raft. Leave that foot out the right-hand side. Kill comes through, smoke clears, no one else is lurking in the midst of it. The frag found could get the entry to the B site, smoke down across to the cross. Pony's going to see one, they don't see him. Shots will connect closely, and the spray from Wrath will get Pony to fall. So Hex 1v5, and it's a 10 round to the Chaos EC camp. And again, RBG just on that halfway, now going to focus on the rifles for round 15.
Hexed. Maybe see if he can find an extra kill towards the bottom of Banana. Does have a seasoned armor, so it's something to do some damage with. In the Mexico position. And Chaos, though, he's hearing a lot of footsteps. Is anyone going to go down into the position? They are, and it's instant death for Hex. 10-4 to come out from Chaos, 9 rounds in a row. And you can just feel as if, like, the belief factor the RBG had in, like, the early sort of portion, Jay, of Inferno is just gone completely. All their confidence must just be swept away because this is their map pick of Inferno.
Yeah, and that's just a concerning fact. I mean, you know, removing all this, you know, all the intricacies of, hey, Chaos, you know, pound for pound a better team, you know, RBG, you know, being in the situation where they can't really take, you know, a top 3 placing at the moment. You know, I haven't won a single series. They've won maps at the very best. But here against Chaos, the, you know, it's not an encouraging sign, you know, the fact that their map pick is going away like this. Like 11-4, again, it can be recoverable if they can get that pick around the wall, but already the flag being found on the first player. Trey's too blind of the smoke. Walco will get John G to Trey, do some damage to Vanity and leave, open up a chance for Jumanchu, but as he faces towards the smoke, they fall back out, look towards Banana, and Pony is left to pick up the pieces and try to recover the round for RBG.
And Pony. There's a chance here, Jay, to maybe do a little bit of jiggle peeking, wait for some utility to come over the top. As soon as he sees it, puts down the incendiary. And Vanity with the AWP. Ooh, there could have been a chance there for a shot. Pony does put the smoke down and brings another player over to this B bomb site. But for Chaos, they've still got the opportunity of going back to A. They've got the time to work with.
25 seconds, Pony. Doesn't hear anything, doesn't see anything. The smoke's all clear, the incendiaries all come out, and the bomb rotates back towards the second mid area, leaving Hexed alone on the site. AUG standing by. Pressure will be on with the last second execution coming through. Orb Vanity still watching for a peek. Scope will be heard. Sees that player, but Pony has the angle on lock. Get ready for the kill. 3 on 3 though. They realize there's no more T-side presence down here towards Banana. Smoke up there. Finds some cover towards the balcony. Spray will do well on Zeppa, but can't land the transfer towards Rast. So the plant down to the back wheel. 3v2. Heavily tagged up for Chaos. The retake for RPG is actually a lot more plausible than one might think. But with that nade not landing to the site, that takes away the chance for a kill.
I'll tell you what, if that lands, that probably Leaf going down and into a 2 versus 2, but now it's all down to Pony. Chaos looking like they're going to be able to put 11 rounds up. Pony does at least find a headshot, but he's still got to find more kills on the site. 2 players to deal with, Zeppa and Wrath. Time running low, and 11-4, Chaos take the half. We're going to go to a short break. Do not go anywhere.
Yeah, I took my time, no quick ones, quick run, quick gas to get back there. Hot roads, I didn't think I'd come back fast, cause I was running roads, so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Is it such a ghostly revelation? I may have fucked up all my chances. It's easy, it's hard to preach, cause I've been burning trees and watching fall. If we cannot breathe out, we go forward. Sure, I was searching for cure, fishing a little wildlife, and when I'm low on fuel, I'll still be running till my back broke. Halfway, lost hope and I'll check it. Hard roads, I didn't think I'd come back fast, cause I was running roads, so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I ended up seeing red. But you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end but the road, and you won't even get it. Been around the globe, looked around, not to fit it. Seen high and lows, but you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end but the road. Fucked up all my chances. Yes, I was running. I know.
11-4 is our scoreline. Chaos have definitely dominated RBG ever since they got that first round in on the T side. They had an all to line up. It was 4-1 down initially for RBG's favor, but now Chaos have dominated and looking to try and continue that into the CT half. There's Ruff, opening kill of the pistol round. Wolco to fall. The utility and the fuse kit is on Vanity. The Molotov coming through. He's got even more potential. Jamanchu and Pony will get a couple of kills back into the Banana Control. So 3 on 3 retake up now for Chaos Esports.
Oh, Jumanji was towards the logs trying to cut off rotations, but he only managed 1 kill. There's a player in construction. They haven't checked us. Thunder with the bullets away. He needs his teammates to try and bait in. Oh, Vanity can't find anything. And now it's down to Zephyr in the 1v1. Goosh down to 11 HP. And Wiz is going to be able to convert. We've talked about RBG and how strong they have been in the pistol rounds. Against Mythic, they won 3 out of 4 pistol rounds. They lost pretty much every anti-eco to follow. But against Chaos, they've won both pistol rounds, Jay.
Well done, honestly, from RBG. Like, that was a very fast-paced, very well-set execution to the B site, and a pistol round works well for them. A 5th to the T side board. Chaos have the SMGs in on Vanity and Wrath, of course, for the force back, and they were able to do some decent damage in the follow-up rounds in the last half. So here's the second. See whether they can do that. We've seen how the half buys, the force buys, the ecos gone for RBG, and they've not been that fantastic. Wilco and Hex taking a lot of damage very early on here. P250 looking to jump face towards that banana control. 2 players could be up to casualties on either squad. Shadow seen. There's Wilco with the opening kill. Set to swing around the corner. Flashbang in. Will catch Zephyr and get the double up.
Oh, good start from the T's. 5-on-3 advantage. Wilco's pushed very deep into this B. Bomb side CT smoke, trying to draw out the aggression. Nade into CT. Not a fantastic smoke for the T side. Now with a nade out, Jonji's able to only find 1. And for Vanity and Wrath, it might be better off just holding on to these weapons, Jay, and just saving it into the next round, I think.
Yeah, plant secure, Vanity and Wrath. Set towards the back line to the A side, just going to wait in position and just hold on to the angle. Plant. Not going to come through just yet. They will just tap it once. RBG have all the time in the world. They have all the control set for this roundup, so they can do whatever they want here. Chaos will not be able to challenge them. Better for Vanity and Wrath to hold on to the Kevlar and the SMG, so that in the next eco round, they're going to have a bit more firepower to work with.
Hold on to the MP9s. See if we can do some damage in the next round. And can't upgrade too much around it. A couple of upgraded P250s here and there if they want. Good start from RBG. And look, honestly, Jay, I would certainly say that that second round for me right here is probably the best round we've seen from RBG yet. And people might be thinking, oh, you know what? Why is that the case? You know, they've been able to now put up 6 rounds. It's because they've struggled so much with the anti-ecos. It's great to see that they've actually been able to win one where they're not just getting decimated when they shouldn't be.
Simple entries for the RBG side, most kills on Mac 10s, so money can flow here for the players that got those frags. Still just the 1 AK set for Pony for the moment. RBG ecoing up against Chaos. The SMG set, Leaf taking damage. RBG. Molotov in, back down here, and pulls the map control away from the Chaos cam. As damage being done by Wolko to his teammate. Dinking him to the back of the head allows Vanity to get that kill. And Wrath facing a bit more. The flashbang coming out, swings, but completely blinded. Wiz can get a simple frag, doubling up with Wolko's position. And now 4v2 RBG. They can have B-site access.
Leaf only with the USP. May try and see if he can push through this smoke, see if he can catch someone off guard. There's a chance, but it's not going to happen. Wiz, nice and easy for him, and now it's all down to Jonji at 5-7. And RBGJ, look, they've at least tried to make this map as competitive as possible. The thing that I'm worried about the most, like, you look at the scoreline and you think, okay, 7-11, it's been a pretty close game. I would say it's been competitive, but the majority of the rounds, or pretty much all of the rounds, have come into the early stages of the half. I'm getting worried once we go into the rifle rounds.
RBG have mounted their way back up to a 4-round deficit between them and the Chaos lead, but those are the pistols and conversions over and done with. As you mentioned, the rifles are coming up here. Chaos with the M4s, no AWP potential just yet. Of course, that's the early game economy. And RBG, at least making this a relatively close affair. Got the AWP in for Wiz on the upgrade. Of course, the investment that will replace the Mac 10. Hex is going to have the 3rd Mac 10, though, in play. And it's going to be a bonus round played out here for RBG, so potentially for Chaos to take a bit of a simple spot instead of simple set of engagements, and RBG most looking to invest into round 20 with a decent rifle setup here.
Joji going for very aggressive peek in towards the apartment's position. It's actually Raft that pushes very deep down towards the bottom of Banana. And Joji's getting a fair bit of information. He's hearing the footsteps. He's been able to see a fair bit of utility being used by at least Wiz out in that brackets control. Oh my goodness, straight through the smoke. And now the abs pop's going to continue for RBG, and Joji's behind them. It's going to get completely shut down. Jay, we talked about what might happen when we get to the rifle rounds. Not a single kill goes the way of RBG.
Well, again, they had mostly MAC-10s. It was a bonus round. As they get cleaned up, it will just be a case of rebuying the AKs into this next round. Wolco had the AWP potential. Actually, he's not going to drop it to his teammates, though. It's going to be full AKs and full sets of utility with Head Kevlar in from the T side. I don't think you can take too much away from that rifle round there in that last one. This is going to be the real test here for RBG. The rifles up for both sides in full. Automatics across the board. 6 AKs in play, one of which is on Zephyr. And the M4s on the rest of the Chaos camp. X will try to make his way into the Banana position. Naded out, trying to get those nades to respond back, but 6 points of health. A lot of utility damage done here by Chaos.
Oh, here comes the next one, and well, there goes the dynamite. Easy as that, Jay. Oh, you have to feel for Hex. You know, he's just trying to get a bit of banana control, and he takes 3 nades to the face. And Chaos, they don't even need to take a contact to find that opening pick.
Opening for Zephyr. As you mentioned, no contact established, no damage being done. Chaos flashes will go over the sprays through. Zephyr's ready with lead alongside him towards the new box. Spray continues from the AK, but they do get both those kills on the back line. 3-on-2 situation. The C-side players very heavily tanked up. Now make his way forward, denies that. Pom Wiz will find the trade. And now he's the lone player left here. 4 an ace clutch. Naves up to the Cobblin position. It will do some damage. It's not for the kill. Base up spray is good for damage, not for the kill on John G of his own right. So AKs do get recovered. 13 to the board of Chaos, and that is where the real rifles can get concerning.
And I tell you what, that's actually a really big brain play coming out from Vanity, realizing the economy line's probably pretty low for RBG. If I disallow this bomb plant coming through, we probably don't have another rifle round. Because you look at the money, you've got players around 3k, some just below. They get a bomb plant, they probably force here and try and see if they can, you know, put a little bit of pressure off their back. But without that extra $800, they're now just put onto an eco. They can't really invest a lot. 13-7, Chaos, they're 3 rounds away from being able to go to Mirage.
Comanche opens up and takes the M4 to Zephyr as well. 4v3. RBG now with 2 rifles to work with. They're going to wrap in from the CT spawn and go towards that B play. Flashes will catch players blind, at least try and stall for a few extra seconds and buy time for his teammates to rotate into the position. Up Banana, there's John G with a 3-man spray down though. They all line up for him. And the eco does get ripped apart by the CT pauses. He can back up, set the crossfire in with his teammates. And Wiz has got no chance. A good start there from Jumanju to get that much damage in, but unfortunately, it doesn't go all the way. 14-7 for Chaos RBG. Back on the rifles for this next.
And I can honestly see him grinning like he is in that picture right there. That was a fantastic spray control. Lining him up. Yeah, it was just against an eco, but nicely done from Jonji. 4 kills from him on the B-side defense, not allowing that bomb plan to come through. And that was, you know, they picked up a couple of M4s. If maybe they took Jonji down on the site, there was a way back in to create into a post-plant chance. But we're going into the rifle round following round 20 Wiz on the AWP to start off the T side. Fast banana control to come through. No damage has been done to either side in terms of HEs or incendiaries, Jay.
Incendiaries do go up here, flash in, M4 burst through, Zephyr Hexed will get the trades back. Smokes down, the execute will come through. Lee still sitting in the back lines to deal with every single man. That rounds this corner, but Pony sees the shoulder and takes him down. So RBG gains site control, 4-3 advantage for them. Again, these B-side takes looking pretty good for them. There's already a player rotating back to the pit position. I don't think Chaos want to go for this retake. And yeah, even Jonji backs up. So RBG, confident, coordinated hit in, they make it happen.
I think that might be the second full gun round that RBG have been able to win so far, Jade. Look, very nice indeed. They don't take any damage in terms of nades. To be fair, Chaos didn't really use too many anti-rush nades towards Banana, so they get that top Banana control and not down to 60, 50 points of health. And they trade out 1-for-1 with the first of Zeppa, and Leaf's just stuck in the new box position. RBG get away with an 8th J. You would expect for Chaos, though. I mean, Wrath is able to drop another AWP if they want. Jonji can too, so they'll be able to get a buy into round 23. No problem whatsoever.
Back in with the AWP and Vanity. 3 players staying in, so of course Chaos are going to be in with a confident buy. You expect that at this stage. 3 players contact towards the B site once again on that Banana control. RBG heavy leading in towards second mid though, so they're playing away from where Chaos are at. Nades up as standard, evading all the utility out here. It's going to be a fast play in. Well, the AWP will get baited. Vanity will get tagged up to 52, but the Molotov burning, and they're going slow towards long control. Looks to be a wraparound towards the A side. Jonji at the edge of the slope, trying to push forward here at Arch. AWP overwhelmed. Simple kill. Rather for the apartments gets it back to a 4-on-4. Damage being done. Flash is over. Rather hits the side. Transfers the one. Jonji with his kill. Hext turns it back to a 3-on-3, and Zeppa now next up to face. Sees the man in the graveyard area. Wiz comes up with a trade back to evens once again. RBG standing on the precious victory right here, but Pony will drop, leaving it all to the AWP. 2 to blind shoulder, bait shot missed. Now the wraparound on the rank position will come through, and Wrath will get the final frag. Map point for Chaos EC.
Beautiful retake in from Chaos. And what I love too is just the way that they work around that utility, Jay. You see the Moto smoke down, players trying to work on the edge of it, picking on each other's contacts, Zeppa trying to push through Moto. And in the end, Wiz just cannot hold off on the site defense on the post plant. 15-8, Chaos, 1 round away from being able to take their opposition's map pick, going into their own of Mirage. Jay, I've got to be honest, you know, this has been looking pretty simple for the Chaos side. Yeah, RBG have been able to get 8 rounds up, but it's really only been 2 gun round victories for them.
Molotov's down range, and the nades up as well. Back in, Pony trying to up and Zeppa clean house. Easy crossfire, easy kills, easy defense, and Wiz goes down to Wrath for his 3K. 16-8, Chaos decimating RBG for the final round of that.